never stop me. That's why I love rap. Been living the life, crazy ice. Swag, the gear, the bread, all the whips is a year ahead. I only
Hello, everybody. Welcome to Hollywood Sports, the most realistic sports channel on YouTube. Here we go back with my GM Timberwolves series, and we're going up against the Sacramento Kings.
Now a quick check of our starting lineups for both teams. And guys, check it out, Ricky Rubio. What can we expect here?
You know, this guy's a sensation around.
They're playing at the Target
at
Center.
home especially, but even on the road, you can feel the atmosphere change when he enters the game.
Well, it's hard to think of another player that gets that kind of reaction from the fans.
You know, I'm glad. I'm really happy for my man Isaiah Thomas for the Sacramento Kings. You know, he played with my Washington Huskies, and he was the last guy drafted, and he's turned out to be a superstar, man. You know, they doubted him from high school to college, now to the NBA, and he's doing it in the NBA.
Kevin, I don't think they're too worried about the winning streak.
Shout out to Isaiah Thomas.
They just do what they've been doing, which is play good, solid.
All right, now it's back to my Timberwolves. Come on, Pekovic. Let's get this tip, baby.
Teams they've taken down during the winning streak. You got to believe they're going
to. Hey, he got the tip.
As long as they come
2 games in a row, he got the tip.
And play their game.
Now here's Rubio.
Give me that screen. Give me that screen. Oh, come on, ref. You got to call that. Oh, good shot, Martin. Way to start us out.
The first points up on the board for the Timberwolves. For the Sacramento Kings, their last game a loss to the Pacers in Indiana.
I thought overall, Kevin, it was mostly the defensive effort that hurt them. Just no energy.
Oh, that was a wild left-hand shot right
there. On
there.
their rotations, they didn't really communicate well, and as a result, they paid for it.
Rubio dishes to Love. Unloads from 9. A tad short.
All right.
Off the front iron.
I like the way they're working the ball inside because when
you know, in real life, Kevin Love wants to trade, man. He wants to get out of Sacramento. Minnesota.
Thomas kicks to Landry.
He's tired of losing, he said.
By Pekovic, and he recovers it, and he gets it to go.
And his contract is up next year, but he doesn't want to wait. He wants something done now.
Rubio gets a screen from Love. Rubio, the pass to Love.
Oh, nice steal.
And now
stop ball.
Break, and it's sent back.
Oh, good block. Buttinger blocked.
And so just over a minute and a half played. Pass to Pekovic. To the wing right side. And Rubio
good shot. In and out. Inside and back out. They double team Pekovic. He throws it up to my man Rubio. He knocks down the jump shot.
Point guards who can flirt with triple doubles, but Ricky Rubio is clearly one of them, guys. I mean, you know he's going to score and rack up assists.
I thought Love had a block there.
Rebounding column as well. Some nights he's right there in that triple double range.
Here's Rubio after Carl Landry's bucket. And Rubio kicks to Martin. But they recover it. Here's Pekovic. And again, it's
good shot, Peck.
Well, coaches love him because of the hustle he's continually showing out on the floor. And I think where you really see it most is on the offensive board.
Yeah, and I also love the way he can torture a defense by using the
good D, Rubio.
Pick and roll. When they execute it well,
stay with him, Pat.
He's on the receiving end. Mark it up. It's 2 points.
Well, and Rubio, and I'm going to borrow a phrase here from Clark Kellogg, right to my left here, a stat sheet stuffer. He gets rebounds. He gets steals.
We take pride on running plays here in Minnesota.
You know, the big thing he has to improve, though, Kevin, is just his shooting. He does everything else well, but he's got to improve his outside shot just to keep the defense honest when they're guarding him.
Clock at 6. From 13, and again it's Minnesota.
Fantastic.
Easy, baby, easy.
Turned that one into a pretty easy basket.
Y'all see our throwback jerseys.
Trail by 3. Outside Thomas. 44 seconds left to play here in the first. Salmons dishes to Landry. They grabbed their own miss.
You know, that's a problem.
Oh, man, I almost thought we couldn't get that rebound for a sec there.
I think it happens far too often.
Set the pick, set the pick.
Love with the screen for Rubio. Here's Pekovic. That's in, coming off.
Nice way to knock it down, Peck.
Pekovic has got his 3rd bucket of the night. Looking at the last game for the Minnesota Timberwolves, it was a win against the Spurs in San Antonio.
You know, their percentage from long range that game was off the charts. It seemed like every time the home crowd got going, they just took the wind out of their sails with a
Good D team, good D.
Yeah, those bombs.
No.
And that concludes the first quarter of play. Timberwolves lead by 5. And don't go away.
On tap.
Now the second quarter getting ready to start up. And let's quickly break down the game we're watching with the Timberwolves, guys.
Just the start they wanted to this game. Solid offense. They got good ball movement. They established a nice rhythm.
Yeah, not stagnant at all. Free-flowing and fluid at the offensive end.
You look at Marcus Thornton out of LSU, 6'4", a scoring guard. He can really light up Murray off the bench.
What y'all doing down low?
And ready to go.
Hey, y'all let him sneak that pass down there.
As the second quarter gets going. On the court for Sacramento. Patrick Patterson is out there with Hayes. Then it's Henderson. Then it's Mbamute. And it's McCallum.
That's what I'm talking about, Shan.
And for Thornton, a second rounder back in 2009. His size does hurt him defensively, but you'd have to say he's exceeded expectations, Clark.
I think so, Kevin. He surprised a lot of people with his ability to provide instant offense. He is pretty locked in with tunnel vision offensively. He's myopic now at that end of the floor. He's thinking about getting the ball and scoring the ball. But in his role, I think he's perfect for it.
6 to shoot. Pulls up on the wing. Rebound, Minnesota.
All y'all my team and my career players, man. Y'all ought to try this in my GM, man. It's fun
Well,
mode.
they took the season series from this club a year ago, but then again, almost everybody did.
Oh, look at Terry off with the left hand.
That's 2 points. With a chance for another one at the stripe.
Look at Terry off. I didn't know you had it in you, Terry off.
Thompson, he's checked in for Sacramento. McLemore has come in for Mbamute. Clark, let's be honest here. I doubt either team is shooting for the playoffs.
Well, Kevin, I'm always honest. That's the
There you go, babe.
They might say
Good
they
shooting.
are, but sometimes you need
But they come in off the bench and
That
contribute.
said, we've seen amazing turnarounds in the past. It could happen with one of these guys.
Here's McCallum. Sacramento gets it back.
Good boy, good boy. Good boy, Brewer. Push it, baby.
Williams passes to Shved. Back to Williams. Now here's Brewer. Guarded closer. And that one.
There you go, Brewer. I don't think Sacramento want none, man. They don't want none.
Clark, they've been looking out of sync offensively.
Call
A
timeout.
basket here would do a lot for their confidence.
So the Kings call timeout. They're first.
Well, Corey Brewer, guys, was part of those back-to-back NCAA championships with those teams in
Talk to him,
Florida in
Coach.
2006 and 7. A long, wiry 6'9" perimeter defender who's also improved offensively.
Let's catch up with Doris from the sideline.
Hi, Kevin. I was able to hear the advice Rick Adelman gave to his team during that break. Too many of their shots have been low percentage, he told them. He wants better ball movement on the perimeter to get the shooters better looks. Another part of what he said to them centered on his desire to see them shooting the ball every opportunity that presents itself.
Oh, stay with him, Johnson.
Fire away, guys. You've got the green light. So, Kevin, change is already being made on the fly here in the second quarter.
And thank you for that, Doris. Going back to Brewer, the thin man, 6'9", about 190 pounds.
Yeah, Kevin, he can
Oh, man, good block.
stronger players, but he's really kind of found his niche on the perimeter. Kind of a guy who can guard multiple perimeter players.
Oh, good block, Williams.
The blur in transition, offense to defense, that's kind of what he does.
This is a guy playing with a reconstructed knee as well. Now here's Shved. He's guarded by Thomas. Williams kicks to Brewer from about 16, and he didn't get.
No, we really don't have any shooters on the court right
Like
now.
an easy 2 points right there.
You know he's kicking himself for that.
And that one's good by Henderson.
Man, a gaping hole in the defense that time, and he didn't waste any time getting through it.
So the Timberwolves called their first timeout.
Coach called timeout. He don't want Sacramento to try to get back in the game.
And now let's bring up the numbers and show you the point guard.
Slow down this momentum.
Assist rate over the past month. And you look at Thomas, third in assists and a great leader. And
John Wall leading the NBA 3.7
He really does
assists.
a great job leading his team. Such an unselfish player.
These are the best passers in the NBA, guys, no question about it. Every one of them is willing and able to be the floor general out there and make sure the offense is clicking.
And, Steve, you touched on it there. I mean, they're fantastic distributors, but it's not just their passing that makes them great. I mean, it's their leadership on the court.
Good pass, good pass.
In their hands.
Way to look, Martin, way to look.
Fantastic.
You know, when the size advantage is that pronounced.
Pekovic got 8 points, 1 assist, and 1 rebound.
In this situation,
Good production for the first half.
Thomas goes in. Count that one, and the Minnesota lead has been cut down to just 6 points with the basket from Landry.
He used his strength there to get into the post without much of a fight from the defense.
Yeah, I think they've got to muscle up on him a
Same
little more.
play.
Do a better
Same
job
play.
this time in there.
Pekovic with the screen on Porton. Martin dishes to Budinger. Off the mark there.
Oh, Bud, come on, Peck. I thought you had that rebound.
Trail by 6. Thomas passes to Landry.
Stay with him, love. Oh, good D. Good D, Martin. There's Rubio.
And
Woo-hoo! Go foul, ref. Go to call, ref.
Gotta love the low post offense. That was beautiful.
Nice fast break. Way to run that fast break. Way to keep that composure, Rubio.
And the Kings making a change here. The Timberwolves made their only other free throw attempt today in an earlier trip to the line.
Well, the season numbers for this club really low. I mean, this is something that the team has been focusing on. They've got to.
There you go.
And you look at what they shot from the line last season, and it's so much higher. I mean, you wouldn't think it's possible to take such a tumble in the span of just 1 year.
Thomas goes in, rejected.
Oh, good D. Good D, Pekovic.
Just
Shoot it, Ruby. Shoot it, Ruby.
And he gets it to go. 8-point cheer for Ricky Rubio. And we finished one half of basketball.
They didn't even want to shoot it.
As they end the third quarter on a 14-6 run. Folks,
Man, we're playing a good game this
Time
game.
show with Damon Bruce for all the highlights from our first half.
Now, presented by Sprint.
Let's get into the first half breakdown. We're starting to get into the thick
Rubio got
of
8
the
points,
NBA
3
season.
rebounds, and 1 assist.
Minnesota is ahead against Sacramento. They're actually looking to
Look
push
at
their
Rubio.
current winning streak to 5. A good start for Ricky Rubio. He's got 8 points, and he's been making some nice contributions.
Ruby hot
in the
right
last
now.
2.
You know, I like the way Rubio shoots his jump shot. He got a nice squared up textbook jump shot.
They've been getting roundly outplayed up to this point, and they'll need a bounce-back effort to make up for it in the second half. Carl Landry's
You
been
know,
a
I
huge
think Sacramento is killing
He's
us in the
picked up
paint,
half
though.
a dozen points, and on the defensive side of
They
the
got a
floor,
lot of
he's
points in the paint.
definitely been contributing with some focused defense.
The Sprint Halftime Report, presented by Sprint.
And we welcome you back to start the quarter. Players had a chance to get hydrated with Gatorade. And there's certain to be some great basketball ahead for us.
Rubio with a nice quarter there. He's got 8 points, and he's put 1 3-pointer on the board.
Going forward, I think it'd be a good idea to let him spend a little more time behind the arc. He looks like he has a nice touch from out there.
Big men, Love and Pekovic. Martin and Budinger are out on the wing. And it's Rubio in at point guard. That's the group starting the second half for Rick Adelman.
And, you know, for the Kings, with a new ownership group, a new coach, a new front office, and a new downtown arena on the horizon.
Take it, Bud.
it's
Take
exciting
it.
time
Good
for
shot.
the Kings fans, and a lot of newfound optimism around this team, too.
The Kings trail by 11. Thomas kicks to Cousins. Buries it from about 10
How did he
feet away.
make that left hand?
Cousins has got
He throwing
6.
that weak left hand
Good job
shot
pulling
up.
the trigger when the defense opened up for him. He had an opportunity, took advantage of it.
And the Kings, a team that experienced a period of great success in the 90s, back the late 90s and early this century. But
Man,
the
these guys are hot. They're hot right now.
Times have gotten pretty dire.
Well, there's a lot
Way to
of
go,
change
Bud.
here in Sacramento this season with new ownership, new management,
Get them fans.
new coaching.
Look at these boys,
Talent
chest
and
bumping.
More. So I think there's hope going forward for the Sacramento Kings.
Now a timeout called by Sacramento. Doris Burke has some information for us. Doris?
Hi, Kevin. I was able to hear the advice Rick Adelman gave to his team during that break. He told his players to play less as individuals.
Remember my last video? I told you guys you got to stay hydrated.
One-on-one play has not yielded them nearly enough open shots. Those are likely not the last adjustments they make today, guys. There's still time left in this one. Back to you, Kevin.
Thanks, Doris.
There you go, buddy. Try to get that pass down low.
Thomas dishes to Thornton. Selmans passes to Cousins. Shot clock at 6. And it comes off the front of the rim.
That's something they need to do more of. Get after it on the glass. Go get those balls.
There we go, Martin. Attack, baby, attack.
That you can get either through steals or rebounds are so critical in this game.
Now Thomas, right now averaging 7 points a game.
Watch Cousins, Peck. Watch Cousins. Go throw that weak left hand up.
Beyond the arc. And he gets
Oh,
it to
good
go.
shot.
Selman's got himself
He
in the
bust down to 3.
Their second half has started quite well. They've been good on 3 of their first 4 attempts.
Come on, Coach. Calling too many timeouts now.
You know, with the troubles he's had butting heads with coaches and others, you might wonder why the team keeps putting up with Cousins' antics. Well, I'll tell you why. The greater your talent, the longer your rope. Because this kid does have talent.
Now let's check out and highlight the best defenses in the NBA. The Timberwolves, number 1.
Points allowed is one of the key indicators for good defensive effort.
Points per game,
This team does a nice
42.6,
job because
leading the
they force
NBA.
opponents into tough shots. They don't allow easy shots. They're all on the same page. They're aggressive. They're focused. They pay attention to detail. And for 48 minutes, they're going to make their opponents uncomfortable.
And the Kings making a change here. Thompson's checked in.
I ain't never seen this play before.
Williams
Oh, good shot, Williams.
And Clark, you mentioned Cousins' problems. There were some rumblings last season that the Kings might look to trade him, Steve, and I think there would be some teams that would say, you know what, this is a quality guy that maybe needs a new environment.
I think teams would be very interested in him. The question is, how much would they be willing to give up? Because it is a bit of a risk, not knowing exactly what you're getting. But Cousins, an intriguing talent. There's no doubt about that.
Let's catch up with Doris from the sideline.
Hey, Kevin, during that last break, I heard Mike Malone as he addressed his team. He told the huddle they need to go hard to the hoop whenever possible to either draw fouls or get high percentage looks.
Way to stay with him, Williams.
He also said something you don't hear too often from a coach. He told his guys they should have a shoot-first mindset instead of trying to be, quote, too cute with the ball. Clearly, some adjustments there had to be made because the time left for a comeback is quickly running out. Kevin, over to you.
Thanks again, Doris.
Come on out, Martin. Come on out, Martin.
And Rubio kicks to Martin. Pekovic with the screen for Martin. And it's good.
There you go. Way to run that play.
And shield the defender off.
Great job of utilizing that screen and finding space to knock down the jumper.
So we take pride in running plays.
Thornton dishes to Henderson. There's 37 seconds left in the third quarter of the game.
Ready to DM up, Martin.
Outside. Love grabs the
Oh, good boy.
Timberwolves leading by 10. And Pekovic kicks
Ooh.
to Martin. And that's good.
Ooh.
Martin's got 6 in the quarter.
Not enough defense there to throw him off his shot.
Keep the pedal to the metal, baby. Keep the pedal to the metal.
Him down low.
Here's Thomas. Rejected.
Oh, look at that D. Look at that D.
Williams inside.
Ooh.
By Patterson.
Oh, that's all right, Martin. That's all right. Get back, Williams.
Thornton with it. And the shot is good.
Beautiful job angling
Woo.
his body, shielding.
Yeah, some hang time to get that shot off.
That's really the only way to do it if you're going to take it down there amongst the tall trees.
Well, through 3 quarters of play, down double digits, it may be difficult to...
We're still up by 10.
Timberwolves ahead.
We're still up by 10.
Coming up.
Martin Luther King.
And while we can now, let's take a look at today's State Farm assist of the game.
Well, tremendous point guard play, but that's nothing new coming from him. This is what you expect. The gorgeous feed there.
Here's Rubio, and a look at the 5 for the Kings to start the 4th. We've got Mbamute. He's out there with Carl Landry.
Execution, man. Execution. Execution.
You know, I'd like to see more of that from him. He's been passing up his shot more than usual.
You know, we had a hard game against the Spurs last game, but we back on track now.
Dishes it to Landry.
Oh, nice pass.
Unstoppable offense from both teams. I love the
Man, I tell you, Sacramento's killing us in the paint.
Everybody else in the building. This has been a fun one.
Landry got 8 points.
Thomas against Rubio. From out on the wing, he knocks it down.
Should have made the extra pass on that one, Rubio.
By 12.
They're on fire from mid-range, guys. They found a weakness in the defense, and they're exploiting it to a T.
Not often you see a team rely on that shot like they have.
Good stay with him, bud.
Budinger against Mbamute. Just 5 to shoot.
Oh, y'all playing some better defense, man. I love it. Team defense.
From deep 3-point range. Can't get it to go. Good defense.
Oh, yeah. When he get that rebound, push it.
Timberwolves leading by 12.
Take it back out. Take it back out.
Feeds it to Shved. He dishes it to Cunningham. And there are the
Cunningham. Cunningham with the JJ shot.
That success from the mid-range.
Well, these are two teams that clearly you've seen the difference in offensive philosophies here.
Called by Sacramento.
Well, he's got to get everybody on the same page. I mean, that's the reason for this timeout. And if that happens, I think they can improve and start playing better.
You know, it's a coach's job to always try to be 2 or 3 steps ahead of
Keep the pedal to the metal, boys.
and look for that extra edge if you can. And I think he feels like he might have seen one.
Doris Burke has an update for us. Doris?
Hi, Kevin. I was able to hear the advice Mike Malone gave to his team during that last break. He is not pleased with the score and implored them to try to make a push right now, saying, "We don't have time, fellas. If we can't make a dent soon, I'll have to pull the plug." Pretty blunt, Kevin. Back to you.
Here's Landry. Gets it to go from 18 feet
Come
away.
on, man. Y'all let Landry
He's
hit
got a
that
very
stuff,
good
man.
percentage today, and they've needed it.
Timberwolves leading by 12. 1:56 left to play in the final quarter. Rubio. Great D that time from Thomas. The Kings running out of time. And Thornton kicks to Thomas. Right side, Thomas. From 15 feet away. And good. As it just snugs right
Isaiah
down through
Thomas.
the net.
How about that? Gets it off right in the face of the big fella. Quick release.
And operating on the perimeter like that negates some of the height disadvantage, too.
Oh, boy, you should have kept coming.
Lets it go from 11. Good on the
Piece
shot.
of cake, piece of cake.
And the Timberwolves lead by 12. 1:25 left in the 4th quarter of this one. There's
Come
the
on,
dish
Kevin
to
Love, who you checking, man?
He feeds it to Cousins. Kings moving the ball around. Thomas passes to Landry. That's good. And it's Thomas picking up the assist.
It's nice ball
That
movement.
assist earned him a little nod from his teammate after the basket.
And the Timberwolves call time. They lead by 10. 1:09 left in the 4th.
So it looks like just playing the last bit of this game out in what should be a nice win here for the Timberwolves.
This was a very efficient offense tonight.
They knocked down their shots. I mean, a little luck didn't hurt either. A lot of their 50-50 shots went in the basket.
And I think
Way to take it, Pegovic. Way to take it hard to the basket. Yeah, Cousins, you fouling.
21 on the season.
Stop rounding up. You
Nobody really
fouling.
saw a performance like this coming, but it was a big-time game for Ricky Rubio. He was really everywhere. Defensively, offensively, the total effort we saw from him, I think, was the difference.
Man, we hitting our free throws and everything.
Nikola Pekovic, guys.
Good night
out of
tonight.
Montenegro, a super physical 6'11" big man. I mean, he is a battering ram offensively. He's a terrific offensive rebounder, can score around the rim, doesn't shy away from contact. And when he gets to the line, he knocks them down pretty well for a big
Good
guy.
D, man. Good D.
I tell you what, he's going to be one of the best big men in the league in the next year.
Oh.
I don't think there's any question about it.
Looks like they're going to finish strong, but there just aren't enough ticks left on the clock.
Well, Steve, it's a good run they're having now, but they just waited too long to have it.
And Thomas over to help. 27 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. And it's Bekovic missing. And Clark, maybe at this point, not much of a chance for a comeback.
I don't think it's going to happen, partner.
Yeah, pretty unlikely.
Oh, man, I thought we had a block.
But you can't think that way. You got to just play it possession by possession.
Now, Rubio. Left side, Love. It's Here's Thornton.
All right, guys, this video is over. We get the win against the Sacramento Kings here at home, 50-41.
Thanks for tuning in to the NBA on 2K Sports. For Clark Kellogg, Steve Kerr.
All right, guys, we're all done with this video. And as always, until next time, everybody, thank you for watching Hollywood Sports.